dollar and a dream. All I had was my city and my team. Never had no money and no green, yeah. Still I'm getting there, still I'm getting there. Y'all these hoes, you can't turn into no queen. You want that clout plus to be up on the scene, yeah. You're too sweet with some sauce up on the screen, yeah. Now you're getting there.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the fan club. It's your boy D Bros, Dan Brosin in the building. Man, woke up early again with the family, watched another episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Today we're going to break down episode 4, Artist Anonymous. So back in season 1, they kind of touched a little bit on Ravi the Blue Ranger being a really good artist and painter. One thing I love about this show is they keep giving us character backstories and character development, and that's one of my favorite things in shows. And we've talked about this before in a lot of other past seasons. They barely tried to give us real character development, almost some forced stuff, and they never really touched on it again. And that's the stuff that we don't like. We want to see characters progress. And so, long story short, let's get into the show, man. I hope we're having a good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're watching this. So, starts off where Ravi, when no one's around, paints this awesome painting over a bunch of graffiti, and it was bad looking graffiti on a wall, just like, some gang symbol. Probably not gang symbols on here for kids, but give you that picture, right? And he goes and paints this beautiful, it's like a beach view, island view. It was super cool, and it was beautiful. The next day, it makes the news, and everyone's talking about it. But, Ravi last season showed that he's an artist, but he doesn't want his mom, the commander, to know. Because his mom even said herself that art's a waste of time. And he's never really confronted her or even opened up to her about his art because he's kind of scared. So everyone's trying to figure out who this person is. Evox has this idea like, well, I'm the mayor. Let's make a robot that can get us inside the building, okay? So they make this, what was it? It was a Master Keytron or something like that. And he was actually kind of cool. He had a lot of cool weapons at his dispense. So he's a giant key. So he got into the command center, if you will, Grid Battle Force, and Blue Ranger sees him right away, stops him, they get into a fight. Then they're like, yo, I got an idea. Why don't I take this Keytron, turn him into this painter, and say that he is the actual painter? That's going to cause some type of distance or some type of tension in between him and his mom. And Evox is all for it already. It was kind of his idea. He turns back into the mayor, so they go down there. And this was kind of cool. The paint that they were going to use, that they were going to paint, was basically explosive. So they're like, yo, we got this painter. He's the real one that painted this painter, which he wasn't some guy that was acting French and stuff. And their plan was they were going to paint the wall and then blow it up. And I kind of thought it was cool. Just a cool idea. You don't really see that these days. Power Rangers has got very, G or PG, if you will, over the years. It's not like Power Rangers Lost Galaxy or in space, you know what I mean? But so I thought it was cool to get some type of really yo, we're gonna blow this place up and get in there. So you could see that that's the goal. We'll get into if they make it happen or not. So long story short, they're sitting there, and this guy comes up. He's like, yeah, I'm the real painter. And Ravi's like questioning him. And at first he doesn't say anything because his mom's there. And then as he's talking to those guys, at the Rangers are like, yo, you need to go say something. So he goes say something and tells his mom. And as he's telling her, the guy tries to throw the explosive paint on them, and it almost blows them all up. And I was like, yo, this is sick. And then they get into the monster battle, and the cool thing about this Keytron, or whatever his name is, we'll call him Master Key, because I think that sounds cooler. And Master Key, his whole thing was he could de-weaponize you. He had a key to get into everything. So like he shut down the Rangers' weapons. That's like a super cool combo. He can get anywhere he wants. He can shut your stuff down. He can lock you up. I thought that was cool. So ended up fighting him, and the commander came with some weapons. Came with that Beast-X Ultra Blaster, that big old Beetleborg thing that we've been talking about, I feel like, every episode of Power Rangers Season 2 lately. He came, shot him, got him, and then they had this Megazord battle, and it was super cool. They had like the Ultra Megazord, or whatever you call it. They all team up and had like a WWE slam in there. Like came in like and jumped in like he's going to the ropes, and like it was cool. I was like, whoa, did they just like do some wrestling here one time? Like, hey, Hasbro, good job. They're doing a good job on this show. Then after the battle, finally, the life lesson. He goes and apologizes for lying to his mom, because you should be honest with your parents and stay truthful. But his mom apologized to him. She said, I'm sorry because of my attitude and, the way I felt about art, that I didn't let you open up to me. So they were both, like Ravi, I understand why he lied. He didn't like, he's trying to be the best Power Ranger he can, and you've seen with his character, he's always trying to impress his mom. That's why he never dated Roxy, because it's the rules. My mom's the commander. I gotta be a mini commander, if you will. And it's awesome to see his character develop and actually be a person and not just a number, not just somebody that has to follow every rule in the book and live by it. There's a difference between, following the rules and living by the rules. And Ravi in the beginning was definitely living by the rules. And he's opening up with his team of friends and Rangers. They're kind of adding some humility to him and some character. And oh man, I just love character development in shows. And Hasbro, you're doing it again. Great job, Beast Morphers. What do you guys think about this episode? I'm a huge fan that every episode lately they've been like adding a little hidden meaning, and not only that, but it all works. It's not just like we're forcing like values into these shows because we want to. They all kind of work together. The show's kind of all about that. It starts with that, it ends with that. So super cool. Like, I love how they're doing it. It starts with the mural, it ends with the end of the mural. It was good. Ben and Betty were funny again. They're always just doing some crazy stuff, swinging from poles and jumping up and down with firefighters on a trampoline, and it's a good time. What do you guys think about the show? Let me know in the comments. I want to thank you guys for watching so much. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, Facebook. Check out our Patreon page, our Instagram. Also, if you want to, go cop a t-shirt. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a good day.